Nami kula Saman, umur kula 50 tahun.
My name is Saman. I'm 50 years old, and I have lived in this village since I was born.
Saman, his wife Omaira, and their children live in the flooded village of Rejorsori, located about 15 kilometers down the coast from Semarang, Java's fifth largest city.
When I was young, this was a prosperous farm area with about 2,000 families living here. And the river that ran through the center of the village was fresh water. And a lot of times there wasn't even any water in it. But about 20 years ago, the flooding started, and the water became salty, and the farming started to die off.
The village of Rejorsori is flooding because its big city neighbor, Semarang, is sinking in many parts by almost 10 centimeters per year, pulling this entire coastal village down with it. The problem is caused by land subsidence, sea level rise, and changing weather patterns related to climate change.
The flooding started getting worse about 5 years ago, since my son's birth. But now it's getting really bad. I would like to move from here, but there's no chance to do so because there's no money. My husband makes about 20 to 30,000 rupiah each day, and it means nothing. It's only for food and school fees for the children. 6 of my brothers have already relocated because of the flooding. And they got help from the government too. 1 million rupiah of money and building materials, like stone and sand.
The local government has been quick to recognize the need to help villages that are being flooded by moving people inland. But it's not an easy task for them, especially with limited funds, land scarcity, and poor employment opportunities for the newly relocated.
My 6 brothers have more money than me, so with the government's help, they can afford to move and rebuild their houses. I can't afford to rebuild, so I'm still living here.
Like his brothers, Saman was given the equivalent of $100 by the government to move, but he made the decision to stay put and see if he could adapt to the changing environment.
I catch shrimp. Normally, I catch 5 to 6 kilograms of shrimp per day. And then my wife takes the shrimp to the market, where she sells them at 14 to 15,000 rupiah per kilogram.
With the destruction of so many shrimp ponds due to the flooding, wild shrimp have now begun to appear seasonally and are available to be caught by fishermen like Saman, giving them a greater range of catch.
Fishing is very seasonal. Sometimes in the low season, I will get only 3 or 4 kilos of shrimp. But sometimes in the peak season, I will get up to 25 kilos of shrimp per day.
So Rejorsori's environmental change is not entirely negative, and people like Saman are still coping. But still, if the flooding gets worse, the government needs to do more to help people to relocate, to build new homes, and to find new jobs. When asked if he knew the cause of the flooding, Saman simply shrugged.
There's no one that should be blamed for this flooding. It's simply God's will, so we have to live with this condition.
For Saman and his wife, daily life in the village of Rejorsori is simple enough. He fishes for shrimp, and she takes the catch to be sold at market. Despite the many complex changes happening to his environment, Saman remains resilient and positive. Someday, he even hopes to have the house fixed up enough so that his sons will be proud to inherit it.